Okay, so hi everybody. Today I've got actual time to do a video while the sun's still up. Got finally, I think I ordered a box of Folio Society stuff in early December, and this is February. It finally came in the mail. Let's see here. Yeah, there you go. You can see Folio Society. So I was excited. I moved my camera. I was excited to open it up, but I wanted to share the experience. So here we are. This is just a standard box like you get from Amazon or anything else. It's just branded with the Folio Society stuff. But I just wanted the absolute heft. This is the size that I ended up getting. So I'll just pull the stuff out of here one by one, or however it's packaged. I packaged it with this brown paper stuff and these. So this is the view I've got from inside. Folio diary. Let's get rid of this. Got the notebooks of Da Vinci. I'll compare that with the Easton Press edition in a bit. And we have the Quran. I didn't have a copy, and Folio Society edition seems like a good chance to get one. A history of the Indians of the United States. Spqr, a history of ancient Rome. Letters of Vincent van Gogh. I'll look at all of these more in depth in a minute. I think that should be it. There we go. Okay, let's get that out of the way. Alrighty. I moved my bookmaking stuff real quick. Hey dogs. Did you want to say hi to people? Say hi. Aoife. Do you smell new books? Alright. So, let's start with let's start in reverse order, I guess. I'm gonna start with the letters of Vincent van Gogh. All of these appear to have a slipcase. Sorry, I'm gonna move the camera real quick. There we go. Now it's all centered-ish. So, nope, that's not quite it. Anyway, letters of Vincent van Gogh. So, not entirely certain what kind of a kick I was on when I bought these back in December, but kind of makes sense. Kind of. So, here's our slipcase, and let's see. This is not easy to get out. I don't want to damage anything. And there we go. That was a tight fit. Interesting cover. I think these are probably covered a little better than the Easton Press editions. Let's see here. A little spine crack. It appears, let's see here, as far as this one, nope, the spine is not glued. So this quarter bound or whatever just covers from here to here. So kind of standard end paper, just a nicer kind of standard end paper, just a nicer not cardboard, it's thinner than most. Then here we have the hello title page. Contents, we've got introduction, letters, early years, different areas, so Holland to Paris, etc. Chronology and an index at the very end. It appears to be somewhere around 330 pages. Let's see here. 335, including the index. The binding here is actually rather nice. And yeah, this appears to just be letters. I don't know what else you would expect from something called letters, but yeah. Also, oh, there's an illustration. So we've got, I mean, which I would kind of expect from a book about an artist for it to be a little illustrated. It seems between the chapters we have some things, yeah, just kind of sketches. And there seems to be, yeah, some. This is really well made. The paper is not exactly, it's nicer paper. It's not matte, but it's also not like photo paper, somewhere in between. Yeah, I'll put this over there. Let's see here. I'll have to move this stuff. All right, next let's go over Spqr, History of Ancient Rome. If I can. I'll just keep that out. So, what do we got? Kudum, why are you walking around? So this one just seems to be kind of a normal. Oh, that's nice. Not that I'll ever see it, because I don't think I'm going to use this as a bookend, but interesting nonetheless. Then we have, this feels kind of, or it looks like cloth. I don't know if you can tell the pattern here, but that seems like a very, yeah, that's nice. This is what it looks like. Here's the back. It's got a nice pattern and everything to it. That's got a good nice feel. Ooh, fancy end paper. Look at that. So it's customized to the book, which is nice. Gudum, you want to say hi to people? Gudum, say hi. Say hi. She can be cute sometimes when she's not busy making problems. We've got title page. Well done. She's here. Let me move that for you. You want to lay down there? Here you go, baby. One sec. I made a tool and it was just sitting there. Anyway, so after the so we've got contents, Cicero's finest hour, goes all the way, new politics, the home front, the haves and have-nots, Rome outside of Rome. There's an epilogue, further reading, timeline, acknowledgements, illustrations, and index. I wonder what that means. Anyway, oh, I just kind of flipped immediately to that's really well done. It's actually printed on, so the paper is different. They put photo paper in the middle of the book here, which is nice. A lot of like the Easton Press editions, they put the photos, like it's either everything is pretty much everything in Easton Press editions is printed on the same paper. So your text is going to be printed on photo paper if it has a lot of photos. Oh, here you go. Here's one. It's just a standard picture printed in the middle of the book. It's not full color. So it looks like there's a good mixture here. That's nice. Picture of a statue. Anyway, so we have 400 and almost 500 pages here. 502. So this is going to be a nice thorough read. Put this back. I'll address this later. I have a history of the Indians of the United States. Gonna do this again. Kurumwe. Wugire. Kinsama. So we have, this is a very basic, so this isn't cloth or anything, this is just cardboard. Like a green cardboard. Not that I'm complaining, I don't care. Ooh, that's a nice cover. So the cover looks to be like a hard cloth. I don't know how to describe this. It has, can you tell the, I don't know if you can tell. And then we have a Native American on a horse. It's well done. You saw this earlier probably. And this is the material that you can probably see that better just a little bit. Anyway, I was interested in this because I like, I'm not big on history, but I do like older civilizations and kind of more native civilizations, things that are closer to like a, I don't know how to describe it, like a community that's closer to our roots. At least that's how it seems to me. So we have an introduction, preface to the, or preface to the 7th printing, preface to the 1st printing, and then we have all the way from the Indians and their homeland to the Apaches make their last stand, and the Indians find new hope. Then we have addenda, selected readings, and an index, which appears to be, we have 490 pages including the index. The index is rather large. The very end of like the book seems to be 450 pages. So if you were, okay, so it has Is this an old map of the US? Yeah. There we go. Just an older map. And then it seems like we have some photos in the middle somewhere. What's this? Okay, so it seems they just kind of put all the photos in bunches here. So we've got this art here in one of the sections, and then there's another section back here. So it's just like if you wanted to, not my favorite style of how to insert pictures, but I'm sure the designer did it for a good reason. Let's see here, other than that, I think there's, yeah, so there just seems to be that one map, probably some smaller black and white pictures in between, which is fair. You don't want to, or you want to do justice to the pictures. You want to put them on the proper paper for that. Anyway, this one doesn't feel as nice as the others, but still a good book. I like it. I'm sure I'll learn a lot from it. And then let's go the Quran. Let's see here. There we go. So this is the same kind of material as the A History of the Indians of the United States. It's just a standard like cardboard backing. Nothing special, just a blue basic. All right. So the contents of the Quran you can't really criticize, but here's the design wise. It looks like it's got gilded top edge, normal edge here, and normal edge here. So I'm not entirely certain what they're going for there. It's a little odd, but whatever. Actually, I didn't notice. Let me see. They might have... Nope. So neither of these have a bookmark. Let me check. This one probably won't either. It's just letters. I didn't notice until this one because this one actually has one. No bookmarks. Or what are they called? I don't know if there's a proper term for it. I don't know it off the top of my head. I had the same problem in my last video. Anyway, this is what it looks like on the front. It's nice, kind of gilded. I'm not sure if this is real gold. I don't remember the listing. It's been a couple months. I will look it up. There we go. Nothing really on the back. The in paper is standard. The history of A History of the Indians was kind of the same. And then we have the title page, The Quran, an interpretation by Marmaduke Pickthall. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Folio Society, London, 2008. There we go. We have a forward introduction, then the meaning of the glorious Quran on page 1, and then a list of surahs on page 513. Presumably the rest of it is just the Quran. The name of this work is to present to English readers what Muslims the world over hold to be the meaning of the words of the Quran and the nature of that book in not unworthy language and concisely with a view to the requirements of English Muslims. So, interesting forward. seems to just be kind of standard paper. It's a little thicker, maybe. Not my preferred paper, not what I'm used to with Bible paper either. Okay, and then we have some writing in the middle on photo paper. Or not in the middle, probably a quarter way through. I assume these are kind of sprinkled throughout. Got another one here. Interesting. It seems to be a faithful reproduction, but to be honest, I'm not overly familiar with the Quran, which is why I got this. So hopefully I will be soon. To be determined by my other book reading priorities. And then I wanted to end with the notebooks of Leonardo da Vinci because I have another copy. So I want to compare the Easton Press edition with the Folio Society set of 3. So this one was already kind of cracked. This one is a cloth bound case. Kind of nice blue cloth. Well done. Not that it's of particular importance, but hey. Alright, so what do we got? Okay, so book 1, you got this image, just the human form, what appears to be like a muscular structure on the front and back. Then this is 1, 2, so it's going to be the same thing, it's just kind of like a machine design, front and back. 3 is someone, I don't know if this is a statue or if this is supposed to be, I don't know what this is, but it's just a person on a horse. So I don't know if he was drawing a statue or an actual person on a horse. Maybe I'll find out by reading. So, 3, they're the same. For kind of this view of the books. So they look rather nice. They're not, so they appear to be, what is this? I don't know what this is called, like quarter bound in leather. Whereas this is leather, but this is obviously a different kind of production. So end paper is just kind of standard. It's a little thicker. And then we have I'm gonna cover the butt. But here's the first volume. This goes through philosophy, anatomy, physiology, natural history, human proportions, medicine, optics, acoustics, astronomy, all kinds of stuff. So it's a lot of different scientific fields appear to be covered here. Let me go through the preface of necromancy. Okay, noted on page 31. Oh, this has a illustration in it. What's this? Nothing is more fleeting than the years. Okay, so they did photo paper kind of inserted throughout the text is what it appears to be, and they just put one on each side. That's nice. Whereas this one, the Easton Press edition, is just strictly text, which is probably why it's a little more condensed. Okay, so yeah, this is a drawing of the veins of the arm. So it's not going to have the exact, like, I don't think it's going to have every drawing. It can't have every drawing from the notebooks of Da Vinci, but it seems to be thoroughly illustrated. Like every 20 pages or so has some sort of illustration? Yeah, somewhere around every 20 pages has an illustration, which is a much nicer. For me, as more of a visual learner, I appreciate the illustrations, especially for someone like Da Vinci, where this one has. Oh no, we have an image here. Is this the same? No, okay. So there's some images here. I didn't notice this when I went through it before, probably because they're all stacked right beside each other. But this is kind of like Bible paper, if you guys know what I mean. Like that thinner. Yeah, so this one is 1,000-something pages, 1,180 pages. Whereas these are divided into 3 parts, so they're a little more manageable. But they're also, this is that thinner paper, and this is kind of normal. It's a little thinner, like you can see through it if you're trying. But anyway. So the first book is, what do we got here? 376. Second book is 519. Does not look that much thicker, but it is what it is. And then we have 458 for the third book. So what's the topics, what's the subject matter of volume 2? We've got flight, flying machine, movement and weight, mathematics, the nature of water, hydraulics, so on. So it seems like this is a lot of inventions in here. Let's see if I can find a picture. Yeah, there we go. Very nice. Seems to just be a reproduction of his actual notebooks, which I appreciate. That's kind of why I picked these up. So I like it. Third book, what we have is same end papers. Oh, so it has an illustration in the front. So I think all 3 of them have an illustration in the front. I didn't show you the end paper for this one, but so it seems like this one is all about inventions. So let's see if I can balance this. There you go. And then this one, I don't know what it's about yet, but my favorite topic for art in high school and such was hands, and this is just a drawing of hands, so I appreciate it. An art teacher told me that hands were the hardest thing to draw in art, so I used it as my concentration and kind of just studied hands for a while. Okay, similarly, this one starts with comparison of the arts, has color, landscape, light and shade, perspective, artist materials. I might actually learn something artistic from this one. Sculpture, casting, architecture, nice. Tales, Jess, a bestiary, interesting. Letters, dated notes, books, miscellaneous. Okay, let's see if I can find anything past 287 that's a picture. I want to see what his bestiary notes were. Right before it. Let's see. A bestiary. Are there images? Okay. Nature has given such power of understanding to animals. Yeah, I'd agree. I've noticed dogs are very empathetic creatures. They seem to understand what you're thinking. Okay, so we have a dragon. Nice. So it's just his writings on different creatures in this section. So it has dragons, serpents, the boa, the elk, the elephant, bat, partridge, oyster for treason. What? Anyway, so it seems to just be his notes, which makes sense because they're notebooks. Anyway, this I'm really excited about. I might actually skip some of my other reading to get into some of this because this makes me excited to actually read Da Vinci's work. This one, not so much, just personally. If you're going to look at an artist, I'd rather look at least portions of his art throughout. But personal preference and all. The small form, or the compact form factor is probably what some people want. But this is more of an artistic set here. I like it. I am very satisfied. And then we've got, this was a free gift, I believe, Folio Diary 2021, which if I would have got in January would have been helpful, but I've since just started making my own. So yeah, it's just I believe this was a free gift. I'm fairly certain I didn't pay anything for this. It just came with the book order. Oh, this is bound like I bind in a way. It's got the little, you can see the stitching. I'm sure they did it with a machine, but still. So this is just kind of like a daily planner. Yeah. So it's just kind of, it's small form. But it's very well made, very well put together. Interesting illustrations. Cool gift. Anyway, so that was it. That was just a brief look, unboxing at what I got from the Folio Society. Let me take these, put them here. Anyway, so I appreciate you guys stopping by, spending some time with me. And whatever time it is where you are, I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night. Cheers.